Hello there, I'm Alan Cooke. I'm a magnetherapist and I'm in Maidenhead in Berkshire today, and I'm talking about magnet therapy with Alice White, who's a sprightly 86 years of age. Good afternoon, Alice.
Right, good afternoon there,
Can,
Alan.
can I ask you where you first heard about magnet therapy?
Yes, it was around about 3-4 years ago. I heard about it on Paul Miller's evening programme, and you were talking, and I was interested because I'm an arthritic sufferer.
Alright, and what sort of things from that programme interested you?
Well, of course, I was interested in the fact that there's a possible relief for arthritis, and I've had it for so many years, and if there was relief, I wanted to know about it. And so I listened, and I was a bit sceptical at first, but I don't know, I felt, well, I'm old now, and if there was relief, I wanted it.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke with Paul, and he said that his dad had used the inner soles, which he got a lot of relief from. And I think we ought to make it clear, I'm not related to you in any way, or the only way you know of me is from the products that you've purchased, isn't it?
That's
So
right,
we're
yes.
not of any relationship.
No.
You say you were sceptical. Why were you sceptical?
Well, I tried so many things, different jellies and different exercise instruments and so forth. Nothing ever worked, so I think I'd just given up.
Had you actually tried any alternative therapies alongside magnet therapy, or was it just magnet therapy then that you decided to give a go to?
Well, I tried all the jellies and all the pills and that were on the market, and I didn't get any relief. And so I thought, well, magnet therapy, I've never heard of it. And I thought, well, I'm willing to give it a try. And I'm so pleased I did. So pleased.
So really, what did you hope to achieve by using this type of therapy?
Well, I did hope that I was going to get some relief with my arthritis. It's very, very bad. It's genetic. And I've suffered from with the age of 25, and I'm now 86, and I thought, well, if there is something that can give me relief in my old age, I'm going to go for it. So that's why I wanted to try it.
Well, that's one of the things that we find people come to us normally, well, not necessarily, but sometimes as a last resort. And I think maybe from what you're saying that it was possibly a last resort for you as well.
Yes, indeed, yes.
How long did the actual magnets take to work? I mean, we'll talk in a few minutes maybe about what you actually purchased, because there's all types of different um, parts that or pieces that you can use on the body. But how long did it take for it to work, or you noticed a difference?
I think in the first instance, I was using something for my back, um, and that took about 3 weeks for me to realise that it was easier because the pain was so excessive, and I couldn't walk. And I suppose, yes, it would have taken about 3 weeks before I was really noticing that the pain was easier.
And how do you know that that is something that had worked for you, and it wasn't more of what we call a placebo effect, where a lot of things are said to be in the mind?
Yes, well, I knew it was working all right. I was getting such relief. It was something I'd never experienced.
But couldn't you put it down maybe to a slightly different change of lifestyle? Was there anything that you did different that you'd done normally? Um, was there anything, as I say, that you could attribute it to apart from the magnets?
No, I'm sure there wasn't anything else I could attribute it to. It My lifestyle was very much the same. But then I found that I was moving a bit better. and getting up and down out of a chair was getting easier. And it wasn't in the mind, it was actually happening.
So you're absolutely sure about that it
Oh,
couldn't
yes.
just be, you know, something that you thought was getting better. You could actually see.
I did experience it.
Hmm. What about side effects? Because we don't get very many side effects from magnet therapy. However, did you actually experience anything that was happening with your body alongside the products that you were using at the time?
No, no side effects.
Oh, that's
Because
good.
I was looking and waiting for side effects. But no, I didn't have any side effects.
Did you? One of the side effects that can happen, which normally means that the magnets are working, is that you can start to feel a little bit dry. It's one of those things that why we ask people to drink plenty of water, because it tends to flush the toxins out of the body a lot better when you're actually drinking water. So I wondered whether you'd actually experienced any sort of dryness at all alongside it.
Well, dryness was normal with me because I'm a diabetic.
Right.
And so because of diabetes, you do get very, very dry. So I wouldn't have thought that that had any connection at all, because it was normal.
Yeah, so it could have been happening alongside it, but again, as you say, the fact that you would you know you'd had that, you didn't notice. What about you say what you actually started with was something for the back,
Yes.
and we were looking at arthritis. What how did you sort of progress from there with products and telling people about how it worked?
Well, I suppose myself, I believe in things that are natural. I believe in anything that's natural, that's not adulterated in any way, and it was just an attraction to me to be able to say to people, well, I'm trying magnetic therapy because my arthritis is so bad, and I thought, well, I'm benefiting, and I'd love to feel that I'm spreading some good news about the magnets.
Can I ask you how other people responded to the fact that you told them that you were using magnet therapy? I mean, was it sort of a, oh well, you know, good for you, or did anybody notice that they'd seen a difference in you, or was there people very sceptical or dismissing it? I mean, it's interesting to find out how you know, the people that you knew and spoke to actually responded to this.
Well, I have a friend, an Irish gentleman, and he already was using a bracelet on his arm. And I showed him the book about magnetic therapy, and he said, I believe in it all. He said, because I'm experiencing the same relief. So that was nice. And I'm now trying to persuade another dear friend of mine who's suffering with very bad knees. And she's wide-eyed about it, so I'm not quite sure where she's going to go with it. If she's going to accept the fact that it's something that works for me, and she can see that it's working for me, and whether she'll be encouraged to try herself or not. I'd like to feel she was going to.
Well, what advice then would you give to anybody who was sceptical about trying magnet therapy, was in a lot of pain, but really was a little bit dismissive about it?
Well, I'd ask them if they were going to just not accept it because it's not widely known, but or if they were troubled in any way, to think it was going to damage them, and it doesn't. You're not taking anything into the body. It's a natural thing. It can't hurt you. And I would just like to feel that people were bold enough to try it. And until you try it, you don't know. And as I say, it can't damage you in any way, because it's nothing you're taking into the body. It's not like a new pill that you can be skeptical about. It's just a natural use of something that is natural.
I understand that you're using a coaster to magnetise your drinking water.
Yes, I am.
What difference has this made to you?
Oh, well, I was never a water drinker, never. Although I knew it was something that we should do. I was reading a magazine which said you should drink at least 8 glasses of water each day. I wasn't drinking 1 glass, but now I've got a jug of water on my magnet, and I'm going to, every time I go by my kettle to make my tea, I have my water instead, and it's marvellous. It gives a new texture to water, which makes water more palatable, and I certainly feel that it's helping me. My skin is different. My skin has changed a lot since drinking water, and I'm pleased about that at my age.
Well, yes, you're certainly looking good on it. What about the products that you've actually bought? Because I understand that you've got quite a few products. With magnet therapy, you can use different products over different parts of the body. So, what have you actually got that that you're using?
Well, I think the one that's benefiting me mostly is my mattress pad. Because I was always nervous about going to bed because I was always in pain. But since I've had my mattress pad, I want to get to my bed, and I'm averaging about between 8 and 9 hours good sleep. When I wake in the morning, I'm awake.
And before you was using the mattress pad, what would you say about your sleep pattern?
Oh no, there was nothing regular about it. It was agonizing for me at times. I was just twisting and turning with pain in my bed. But now I do get my rest, and I'm just so grateful that I heard about magnet therapy. So grateful. And I also have the pillow, you see. Now I was getting very bad neck pains, whether it was arthritis, whether it was stress, I don't know, but I don't get them anymore. I can put my head on the pillow and I don't get the pains I don't get the headaches I used to get. So it's got to mean something. I just hope that magnet therapy is here to stay.
What would you say to the scientists and the doctors who say there's no evidence to support magnet therapy and that it's basically a waste of money?
Well, have they tried it for any length of time? I would like to feel that people that talk like that would have given it a fair trial before they did pass an opinion. Because I can only say that things that I've had, and I've got wonderful doctors, they would do anything for me. But I can only say that all that they've suggested to me is these different pills and so forth, but they've never worked. But magnet therapy works.
Hypothetically,
Yeah.
if I said to you that magnet therapy was being withdrawn tomorrow and I had to take all your products away, what would you say to that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I think I would be stunned. I would think that my use of the magnets had only been a dream. I wouldn't want that to happen ever. I don't think it could possibly happen. They couldn't take things away that were giving us relief, surely.
Well, no, as I said, that's just a hypothetical question. Anyway, Alice, I wish you all the best, and you certainly look well on the magnets, and thanks for speaking to me today, and good luck for the future.
Well, thank you for coming.